Hey guys, it's Brandon Maddox. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something I have said that I don't like doing. But I'm going to be doing my August TBR. If you guys have seen my previous videos, then you know I am a co-host slash helping host the Summer Fling Readathon, which is run by Sarah at Steeped in Books. This was her idea, it's her baby, and I just want to help support it. It just sounds like so much fun. I'm still kind of planning out my TBR. I am in such a weird reading mood lately, which I will definitely talk about more, especially if you see my July wrap up. But I am in a more graphic novel manga mood at the moment. I'm definitely 100% a mood reader. Had this idea that I thought would be super fun, but it has been proven to be quite a challenge. So my original idea was to get recommendations from all of the co-hosts of this amazing readathon and read some of their favorite books that fit within these prompts. And I will put the little, it's not a bingo board, but a prompt board of sorts. It is super cute. It has 12 different prompts. So I am going to kind of quickly talk about what I would like to read. I'm definitely open for suggestions, so as I go through all of these prompts, if you have something that you're like, no Brianna, you need to read this, definitely let me know. I am no ways going to 100% stick to this TBR. I mean, like I said, there's still some prompts that I don't know what I want to read. So I am most certainly open to suggestions. So this is not 100%. This is what I'm reading in August. But these are books that I've had on my TBR that I would definitely love to read. So I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling. But the very first prompt is to read a Down Home Country. And this is basically a small town romance, cowboy romance, western romance, what have you. I think I'm going to go with a small town vibe. One of the books that I would like to read would be The Will by Kirsten Ashley. She is a very popular author. I feel like everybody knows who she is. There's so many books by her that I have not read. I know a lot of her books have that small town romance feel to them, so I thought that this would be a really good book to read. Next is kind of the opposite. It's a big city life. That's the next prompt, and this is basically the opposite. You read a billionaire romance, a book set in the city, any of those kinds of books. I decided to go with a book that has been on my TBR for so long. Another absolutely amazing author, and it is Neanderthal Seeks Human by Penny Reid. I adore Penny Reid. I love her books. Every single book that I read by her, absolutely love it. What I love about her books and her writing in general is it's very quirky, kind of nerdy characters, and I am so here for that. I adore it. One of my favorite books by her is in the Winston Brothers series. It's book 3 and it is called Beard Science. I think that's book 3. It follows Cletus. Y'all, he is my favorite. I adore him. I love that book so much. I think about it all the time. Love it. The next prompt is to read a author of color. I had to pick a Beverly Jenkins. Y'all, don't come after me, but I have not read a book by Beverly Jenkins, which is why I have to get one in this month, because I have been dying for months, like so pretty much since I got into historical romance last year in 2019. She is an author that I have been dying to read, so hopefully I chose to go with Indigo. This is one of her like most popular books. I know Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers, this is like one of her all-time favorites. I'm pretty sure Jess from Peace Love Books also read it, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like I don't need to read the synopsis for this one because I feel like everybody has read this book but me, so I'm not going to give a synopsis of this one, but I really hope to get to this one. So next is to read a hot and spicy romance book. I think the prompt kind of gives you what exactly you're kind of getting out of it. I chose to read Theirs for the Night by Katie Robert. Again, I don't know if I'm going to get to this one, but it is a quick book. I think I saw on Amazon is only 70 pages, and I think pretty much at this point I am one of the very few people that have read some books by Katie Robert, but I actually have. I've read two. I've read the one back in the earlier seasons of Read Me a Romance. I think it's part of the series, Theirs for the Night. I think it's part of this series. I enjoyed it. And then she had another book that was traditionally published. I think it's called The Last King, I think. And I enjoyed it. I'm definitely curious to see how her more steamier books are. But I know this is MMF, which is male, male, female. So I am all about that. I eat those up all the time. Love them. So I'm super excited about that. Next is Dark and Dangerous. So this is where I had the idea to read some favorites from the other co-host. So this is from Jen at the Book Refuge. Definitely go check out her channel. She is amazing. I love all of her dark romance. So of course I had to pick one of her favorites for this prompt, but I decided to hopefully read Twist Me by Anna Zars, I think is how you pronounce it. But this has been on my TBR for years now. I need to read it. It is definitely a darker romance. I've known that, but I'm really looking forward to this book, and I really, really hope to read it soon. The next two prompts are both that I have not picked out. It is Sweet and Clean. So this is exactly what the prompt is. It's a sweet, clean romance. Really no, hard-hitting topics. It's just very sweet, wholesome, all of that. I don't know what I want to read for that prompt yet, so hopefully if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know down below. And then the next prompt is to read a road trip book. I feel like these are harder to come by. I have a hard time finding road trip books, so definitely let me know down in the comments if you guys have any favorites. One of my favorites is The Edge of Never by J.A. Redmersky. I read that book years ago. Absolutely loved it. This shouldn't come as a surprise, but I never got around to the sequel, and it leaves on like a huge cliffhanger. I don't know. I don't have a reason, but definitely let me know if you guys have a recommendation for me for a road trip book, because next is to read a Friends to Lovers romance, which is one of my favorites. I do love Friends to Lovers, but I would really like to read Bully by Penelope Douglas. This is one of her older books that she had traditionally published, but this has been on my TBR for years now, probably since 2014, 2015. Somewhere around there. I feel like I am one of the only people that has not read it yet, but it is definitely high on my TBR. Crossing my fingers that I actually do get to it. If you guys have read it, definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys think. So the next prompt I feel like is so broad, and there's definitely so many different options for this, but I don't know at this moment what I want to read. But the next one is to read a book within diversity. So this could be pretty much anything. I don't have any books that like really stick out to me in my mind right now. So I do have another one that I picked from one of the co-hosts, and this recommendation is from Avery Loves Books. I am so excited about this, but the next prompt is to read a disability rep. So this could be any kind of rep within disabilities, but I saw her talk about The Vixen and the Vet by Katie Rennery. I think is how you pronounce her name. I've never known how to pronounce her name correctly, so I really apologize if I totally just butchered that. But I have read a book by Katie in the past. Honestly, at the moment, I can't remember what the title was, but I'm excited about this book because it is like a modern fairy tale retelling, and I'm so excited. If you can't tell, it is going to be a Beauty and the Beast retelling. That book just sounds like an amazing book, something I am for sure going to love. The next one is to read an old school romance. Again, I might change this. This recommendation is from Ashley from Ash Hearts Books, and I possibly might read How to Marry a Marquess by Julia Quinn. Again, I love Julia Quinn. I have read her, I think it's just called the Bridgerton series. That's what got me into historicals in the first place. It's one of my favorites. I absolutely love it. And she's kind of one of those authors that I will just read anything from. She quickly became one of those authors. So I have a feeling that I am going to love this book. I know this book came out in the late 90s, if I'm not mistaken, so it's not like super old, but hopefully I will get to that one. We'll see. And then the very last prompt is to read a category romance. And I'm going to be very truthfully honest. I don't think I've ever read a category romance off the top of my head. I have always been very hesitant to even read these books because I just felt like I would never enjoy them, but which is so stupid to even say. So I don't know why I've felt that way, but it's the truth. But I am really excited because obviously who's hosting this, she is a huge category romance fan, so of course I had to pick out a book recommendation from Sarah. I'm not gonna lie, this took forever to find a book that was also offered on Audible Escape. So it took me a while, but I finally stumbled upon This Wicked Magic by Michelle Hoff. I think I said that correctly. This is more of a paranormal romance, so that's super exciting. It's a little bit something different. This is part of the Nocturne line, if I said that correctly. But I saw she gave this a pretty high ratings on Goodreads, and I figured it was kind of something a little bit different. We'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. But those are all 12 prompts for this readathon. If you guys definitely, like I said throughout the whole video, if you guys have any recommendations for any of these 12 prompts that you think I should definitely read, definitely let me know down in the comments. I would definitely love if these were offered on Audible Escape, because I just feel like in August I'm not going to have a whole lot of reading time because of everything that's going to be going on during the month. So I'm really hoping to make most of these books on Audible Escape if possible, but definitely let me know in the comments what you guys are reading in August. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see future videos. Definitely hit the push notifications to get notified whenever I post again. I'm really doing, like I said, I'm going to be mass filming a bunch of videos today, so I'm really hoping to have more of a consistent schedule with my posting, but definitely make sure you guys turn on those notifications so that you know. All of my social media links are going to be down in the description if you guys want to follow me elsewhere and kind of see what else is going on. But I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.